Hi everybody, welcome back to Sunshine Soap and Candle Company. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make an all-purpose cleaning spray using the coconut oil soap that I taught you how to make 2 videos ago. So this is the 3rd video in a series of videos sharing with you different formulas you can make with the coconut oil soap. If you haven't watched the first video on how to create the soap paste to make the liquid soap, after this video, I encourage you to go over and watch that first video in the series. It's going to show you how to make the coconut oil liquid soap. I'll go over it a little bit in today's video, but for a detailed tutorial, definitely head on over and watch that first video in the series. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my full visual step-by-step process and tutorial of how to put together this all-natural, all-purpose cleansing spray. If you would like the full written recipe and tutorial, please head on over to my Patreon campaign. It will be available at just the $5 level. I'll go ahead and place the link to my campaign in the description box below for you. Not only will you be able to access today's formula, but if you like the coconut oil formulas, you'll be able to access all of them at the $5 level, in addition to most of my published tutorials and recipes dated back to 2019. If you're new to my channel or you haven't had a chance to check out my campaign yet, I really hope that you will. There's so much to take advantage of over there. Just at the $5 level, you have access to hundreds of recipes and tutorials, and we have other tiers for you to take a look at and take advantage of, each with their own unique benefits. This month marks the 6th-year anniversary since the launch of my campaign, and we really have built a wonderful community of makers over there. It's a great way to connect with me and other makers as well, and your support has really helped me to continue to do what I do best, which is to share my weekly recipes and tutorials with you all. And I hope we can continue to do this for many years to come, so don't be afraid to click that link and check it out and see everything that we're doing over there. All right, let's get started. So 2 videos ago, I shared with you how to make this 100% coconut oil soap made from potassium hydroxide, coconut oil, and distilled water. I shared with you how to make this beautiful coconut oil soap paste that you then dilute down into a liquid soap. And from this liquid soap, we have made a foaming dish soap and emollient body wash, and today I'm sharing with you how to make an all-purpose cleansing spray. As some of you may know, coconut oil has really good cleansing properties and a high foam and lather, making it great for anything that you want a powerful cleansing agent. So we're going to start off by weighing this liquid coconut oil into a beaker. This is a really easy formula to put together once you have your liquid soap made. This is primarily made up of the coconut oil soap, this formula. All right. So the next ingredient we're going to be adding into this soap is some washing soda, and washing soda doesn't dissolve readily in room temperature or cold liquids. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and warm up this coconut oil soap to around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll bring you back when it's all warmed up. All right, so we are warmed up to about 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and now we're going to go ahead and add in some washing soda. Washing soda is alkaline, making it also a very effective cleanser in addition to the coconut oil soap here. So it's really good at cutting through grease and grime and cleaning things. So that's why we're adding it into this formula here. Also keeping the pH a little bit higher, which is important for this type of formula because we're wanting the soap to stay homogeneous. If you lower the pH with your ingredients too much, then this soap will fall out of solution. It essentially becomes kind of super fatted. It just makes some of the coconut oil fall out of solution and turn kind of oily and milky in your formula. It can also look a little bit curdled. So just make sure anything you add in here isn't going to lower the pH too much. And about an 8 is as low as you want to go. All right. We're going to go ahead and give this a stir to dissolve. And as you can see, it likes to clump up. It is a little bit tough to dissolve this. The formula likes to be warm in order to dissolve the washing soda. So if this is happening, like you can see mine right now is totally clumping up. So my formula has cooled down. So you just pop this back into a double boiler and slowly warm this until it's all dissolved down. All right, so once the washing soda is all dissolved down, it takes a little bit of time. You do have to apply a little bit of heat, but it will eventually all dissolve down. Once it's dissolved into your formula, it's time to go ahead and add in the next ingredient, which is some white distilled vinegar. Now, we're using vinegar in this formula for its disinfecting properties. It also helps things to dry down a little bit quicker. You have to be careful, again, in the formula like this, not to add too much vinegar because it will lower the pH too much, again, making the soap portion of this formula just fall out of solution. So we're going to go ahead and add in our vinegar. There we go. I find it best to add the washing soda in first. Get everything nice and dissolved before you add in the vinegar for a couple reasons. You don't want to continue to heat up the formula once other ingredients are added into it. It could degrade them down, and also if you start adding the vinegar in directly to the soap, it could again affect that pH. So we want to try to keep this pH on the higher side for a formula like this. Next, we're going to go ahead and add in some essential oils. So the reason that this formula works so well is because it's primarily made up of soap, which has some solubilizing properties to it. So we don't even have to add anything like polysorbate 80 or another solubilizer to combine the oils with the watery type ingredients. This is going to solubilize all on its own, which is really convenient. So we're going to go ahead and add in some lemon essential oil. We're then going to combine that with a little bit of eucalyptus essential oil. The combination of lemon and eucalyptus is really nice. Just smells really clean and fresh. Both are great essential oils to use in cleaning products because they have some cleansing properties to them. All right. We're going to go ahead and give this a good stir. This formula does go back to a beautiful, just clear color when everything is combined. And as you can see, our lemon essential oil has caused this to turn a tiny bit yellow. This formula will go crystal clear in just a little bit. Now you could leave it just like this if you want, and this would make it a completely all-natural formula, but I'm going to add a drop or so of some FD&C blue just to give it a nice kind of aesthetic quality to it. You could leave this totally out if you want. It's going to probably go a little bit more green just because of the lemon essential oils making it slightly yellow. So we're going to see what happens here when we add in one drop. We're making about a 16-ounce batch today. Okay, that's gorgeous. I'm not going to add any more drops. Really, really pretty. Kind of is making it just a beautiful kind of teal color. And then we're going to go ahead and pour it into our spray bottle of choice. Now, I got these cute bottles on Amazon. This one says all-purpose cleanser on it, and it came in a 4-pack. I'll go ahead and put these on my Amazon store for you as well. They work pretty good. One says glass cleaner, one says kitchen cleaner, one says bathroom cleaner, and this one says all-purpose cleaner. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and pour it into my container here. And in just a little bit here, after this kind of clears up, I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll also give you a little bit of a use demo so you can get a good idea of where you can use this in your household. All right, I'll be right back for a use demo. All right, so it has been several minutes, and as you can see, this is turning into a beautiful clear formula. As it sits for another day or so, it will become even more clear, but this is what it essentially looks like when it's all done. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit of a use demo. So this is not going to be the type of spray that you can spray on your countertops or your glass or your stainless steel and then use a paper towel to wipe it down. It's because it is primarily made of soap. So you're going to need to use water to rinse the product off after you clean. So this is a great cleanser for sinks, countertops, bathroom, shower stalls, bathtubs, toilets. You could use it on glass, but you would have to use it in, like, as you would on a countertop. You're going to wet down your sponge and spray this on your window and then scrub it. You're going to get some lather and then use a squeegee to kind of squeegee off the suds and then take a paper towel and wipe it down. So you could actually use it on glass, but it isn't just a one and done spray and paper towel. So this is how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and just spray on my tile. A little bit goes a long way. I'm just going to try to show you. That's probably way more than enough, but just to give you a good use demo here of how this works. I have tile countertops. As you can see, my grout gets dirty in here with just everyday use. So you can take a scrub brush like this and just really get in there, and the washing soda is going to help to bring the grime and the dirt up along with the coconut oil. And I'm not sure if you can see, but it has already just taken all the stainage and everything right out of the tile grout. It's perfect. So when you really want to just get in there and deep clean, so as you can see, it's forming lots of foam and lather, but it's very effective. So this is how I like to use it. You could also use a sponge or a little scrub daddy like I have here. That's not going to get really deep into your grout, but if you just want to do a little surface scrub like this. But as you can see, it leaves lots of bubbles. So you do need to take then a wet kind of microfiber cloth afterwards. This is what I find the easiest. Wet down a nice microfiber cloth, and you're just going to want to rinse off the foam and lather. I know lots of you guys have asked me for a formula that can just be wiped with a paper towel, and that's something that I'm still working out how to do. I have seen a few out there that are very simple to make, but not exactly to my standard, how I like things to stay homogeneous. I don't like formulas where you have to shake it up to combine the oils and watery ingredients. I just think that that's not good, and potentially your formula could go bad too when you have floating oils like that. It doesn't last as long. So I'm still working on something like that for you all. I think I'm getting a bit closer, but see, we're just rinsing off the suds, and there you go. You have a beautiful clean countertop or other surface that you want to clean. And it just wipes up very nicely, leaving you with a very beautiful clean surface. And you have just made an all-natural, effective, all-purpose cleaning spray. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please leave me some comments and questions below. That really means a lot to me. And share this video with a friend. All right, everyone. Catch you on the next video. Bye. Keep shining.